Hey y'all, welcome back to Punky Pennies. Happy Sunday. I am doing a smidge of pre-recording, so technically it's Saturday for me, and I have yet to go on my Valentine's Day lunch with my husband. So I am trying to get this squared away so you guys could have it bright and early on Sunday morning, and we have lots to work on. We have our Love is in the Air collaboration hosted by Windmill Ridge Budgets, my lovely Susan. We have our Roll for Your Savings Goals, my version of the 100 Envelope Challenge. I'm sorry, rewind a little. Roll for Your Savings Goals from Anna over at Anna Banana Budgets, my version of the 100 Envelope Challenge. And then we are going to work on our holiday mashup, our emergency fund, and our travel with the 12 months of Disney. Okay, I got it all taken care of. All the words have been said. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our Roll for Your Savings Goals. Excuse me. I bring $6 to this challenge every single day. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $6. I roll a color dot die to coordinate with one of the die down here. Sorry, I think my cat's in here. I keep hearing a noise, but I don't see her. Whatever die we get, or whatever dot we get, I should say, is the die we roll. So we got a red, which is a D4. So we'll go ahead and roll our D4. And we got a 1. Wah, wah. We got a 1 yesterday, too. Okay. Another 1, I guess. But upside, that gives me $5 more to put into our 100 envelope challenge. So I'll go ahead and put that there. Let me go ahead and tuck this 1 sad dollar into our Roll for Your Savings Goals. I don't count this money. I just stuff it and leave it, and we condense every once in a while. But for the most part, I just stuff it, and then when we get to the end of the month, we'll count it all up and see how much we saved. Oh no, I have to sneeze. The worst feeling by far in the entire world is when you have to feel like you need to sneeze and then it just doesn't happen. All right, so we are working on envelope number 3, which is actually technically envelope number 23. This comes from Vicky over at Vicky Thinks. I don't think I did a good job at picking new ones. I think we just had one from her a couple days ago, but that's okay. This is going to my teenager, my oldest child. She is an adult, but I try to throw a couple pennies at her every once in a while. We are going to start this one today with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11. And then we had $1 of rollover for 12 for today. So let's go ahead and grab a pen. And I roll my 6-sided die until... Ooh, I'm knocking everything. Sorry about that. I roll my 6-sided die until we run out of money. A 1. Okay. We're really working hard with these ones, guys. A 6. Okay, that's better. 1, 2, 3. These dollars are just so sad. 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And let's roll at least one more time, hopefully. 4. Oh my goodness. That leaves us with $1 more. This poor sad dollar has been rolled over day and day. All right, so we are putting $11 in this challenge to get us started. I will condense this after. I have a 10 sitting over there, but I'm going to worry about that in a little bit. All right, so we're done with this binder for today. Let's go ahead and start on our usual suspects. We're going to start with my emergency fund first, but let's go ahead and count our money. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, so $100 to get us started there. All right, so let's go ahead and get our scratcher out. The scratcher comes from budgeting. I did this last time. I talked about her too. Budget with Amanda. My goodness. And anything that we scratch goes towards our emergency fund. Let me grab a scratcher here. And depending on what we get, Come here. He's stuck. There we go. Depending on what we get, we'll either scratch 2 or 3 today. But if we don't scratch 3 today, we'll definitely have to scratch 3 next week. So let's roll and see where we go. 1 and 2. All right. That is a nice, lovely 2. Did you guys do anything for Valentine's Day? Do you not celebrate Valentine's Day? My husband and I are completely the opposite when it comes to certain things. Most of everything, really. It's so funny. We are opposite ends of the political spectrum. We're on opposite ends of like our opinions on certain things. This is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll scratch the one next to it. And we are the opposite when it comes to our personalities too. Oh, that's a 1. Nice. So he is very introverted. I'm very extroverted. I am a people person. He is not. And what's really funny is he's a great manager. So he is a manager, and he does a great job with his employees. His employees love him. And let's go one more time. But he hates people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Not like in the way that is awful. It's just that he's not a people person. He's very introverted. He would rather not, you know? And that's a 3. That's not too bad. Okay. So $6 is going to go into this challenge today. So I am very much the yin to his yang. So he takes me out for Valentine's Day, but he asked if I could go to lunch with him this year. Because Valentine's Day is on a Saturday, as we all know. He does not want to people that much. All right, so $6 going into this challenge. Not too bad at all. So in total for our emergency fund thus far, did I get it all? I did. We have 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, and 3. $23. I'm going to consolidate, these 2 5s and this 10 for 20. And then we only have 2 scratchers left for next week. So that's exciting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our 12 months of Disney collaboration. This is hosted by Steph's on a Budget, Weekly Budgets, and Budgeting with Lysandra. And I am working on February. All of the months have 2 people. So there's total 24 individuals who are doing this collaboration. Stephanie over at Steph's on a Budget and Brittany from Budgeting with the Ginger were January. So now we're working on February with Letty over at Party Planner Papery and Vicky, my lovely Vicky, over at Pink Plum Budgeting. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll the die and see what 2 we're going to cross off. I think we left off on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. 2. We only have 2s and 3s left. So let's see which one we're going to get. Are we going to get a 2 or are we going to get a 3? Another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So another 2. So $4 for the first half of this challenge. And then we go ahead and turn it over. This one is done by Party Planner Papery. And then the back side is done by Vicky over at Pink Plum Budgeting. Poor Unfortunate Souls. And we do 2 rolls every week. We got a 4. Perfect. So we'll put 1 back and take a 5. And then a 5. Not too bad. Not too bad. So we'll put the 5 back and take the 10. So we're putting $13 in today. And all of this money goes towards our travel fund. Excuse me. So in total, we have 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $36? $46, sorry. So we'll put the 10s back and we'll take the 20 and we will put all of these ones back. Make sure I have 5 here. This is just, these are so sad. Put all these ones back and take a 5 for 46 total thus far. All right. Now let's go ahead and move on to our holiday mashup collaboration. This one is hosted by Charma Budget, my lovely Jamie. I said it was by Aries Journey. It's not. It's by Charma Budgets. These are all the lovely... Oops, let me get this in frame for you guys. I'm knocking over my dice tower. Let's just turn that over. That's the smart choice, right? This is hosted by Charma Budgets, as I've said. There are 27 lovely ladies who did a challenge or multiple challenges for the Holiday Mashup Collab. We stopped at this one here, who is Simply My Journey. And how I'm doing this is I roll a 6-sided die and then moving to the next page. Vicky had cards that had numbers 1 through 27, and I might have to do that. So that will be the 3rd time I've changed the way that I'm doing this, but I like her card idea. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and look, it's Susan from Windmill Ridge Budget. I love Susan. She's got such cute challenges. All right, we're working on number 4, and we're saving the first one. So that is $4. I try to put $10 into this challenge every week to continue to work on it. And then the rest of the money goes into my Love is in the Air collaboration. And once this is complete, we will move full steam ahead on this one. Let me take the paper clip off of this page because I'm going to need that. Excuse me. Let's put that there. And we got 1. This one is also from Windmill Ridge Budgets. She did so many. So I'm actually going to turn to Brittany over at Budgeting with the Ginger. We will do $1 for each of these. So let me put that down. I think my dog just sneezed outside my office. She's very upset. Oh, she's coughing. She's very upset that I closed the door. It's not my dog. Let me say that. She is my mother-in-law's dog. We got number 2. No, we're not doing just 1. Okay, we're doing 6, I guess. Well, that's exactly $10, so that kind of worked out. So a couple of years ago, my mother-in-law was hospitalized, and we had to take her dog in. And I am one of those people who, once you get a pet, that is your pet. I very rarely allow pets to leave my home once they enter my home. I've only had 1 instance where I had to give up a pet, and it was because I was getting divorced and my new apartment complex would not allow me to have a dog. Okay, so in this one so far we have 10, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, and $9. So I'm actually going to put this down. I have a 20 right here. And we will put this $29 into the Holiday Mashup Collab. Maybe next week we'll do $11 so we can round it out nicely. And let's put our paper clip here. So back to my mother-in-law. So she was hospitalized, and my husband saw her while she was in the hospital, and the doctor said, you know, she's going to need a lot more help. She's going to need assistance with like taking care of herself physically, like bathing and showering and things of that nature. And he was like telling me, oh, well, I'm going to just put her back in her apartment that she lives in, and I'll just have to go over there and check on her. And I said, my dearest husband, whom I love so much, I don't think that's a good idea. And I said, we trust our children to shower by themselves, our boys, mind you. They were 7 and 8 at the time that this incident happened. So I said, we trust our sons to shower by themselves. We do not trust our sons with a stove. So that was a bit of a reality check for him. He realized, like, maybe I should have her go to a home so that somebody can take care of her. So in that process, we ended up with her dog. So it's not my dog, but I take care of her. And she's the cutest ugly dog you will ever see. That's how I refer to her. She's very ugly, but she's cute sometimes. So If I have a picture of her, I'll put up the picture up, but I do not take pictures of this dog. So, but she's obsessed with me. All right. We are moving on to our Love is in the Air collaboration hosted by Windmill Ridge Budgets, which is Susan, if you haven't heard me say her name enough today, with all of these other lovely ladies to include myself. And what I do with this is I roll a 12-sided die. Whichever page we get is what page we work on. And my goal is to try to get as many of the front sides of pages done today. So, no, I'm going to roll because I don't want to run out of money. So if we roll and we have completed the front side of a page, I'm going to roll again. So that's kind of how I'm going to do this. Okay, number 2. And this was from Floating Funds. And we've already done the front side of this one. So we'll roll again. Number 11. And oh, we have a long ways to go on this one. This one's from Becky Budget. And it's supposed to be more like a game board. I've just been rolling and then crossing off pieces. Because I wanted to save the most with this, so I'm going to keep doing that. I roll my d6, and we got 4. So this is 3, 4, 9, and then this one says go back to start, but going back to start won't do anything for us. So we will go ahead and put $9 into this one. Let me see if I have $1. I do. I'll take $1 out and put a 10 in. Oh, come on. I'm struggling over here, guys. Just struggling with the money. Okay, let's go ahead and roll again. Number 4. This one is from Budget by Camilla with the chickens. She loves chickens. I didn't realize how much she loved chickens until I started watching more of her videos, and I think it is so funny. Okay, I've been basically going around and around on this one. We stopped on 3 because I remember we only had $3 left and I needed to find a place to put it. So it would here. So 1 and 2. So that's $1. Let's go ahead and go again. 1 and 2, and that's $6. So that's 7. Oops. Let me cross that off, right? Do we have 3 ones in here? No, we don't. So we will put 5, 6, and 7 in here. We do have another 5. So actually, let me take this out and put the 10 in so we could try to use these 10s up. Excuse me. All right, let's go ahead and roll again and see where we go. Number 5. So just one more page. This one is by Treasured Lifestyle, Ursula. And we have 6 more conversation hearts on here. So let's see how many we can complete. 6. Oof. We're going to stop there. We're going to keep going on the other ones for now. Only because that was a hefty roll. I was not expecting that. Let's actually put the $1 in front there. All right, let's go ahead and roll again. Number 8, this one is from Misfit and Money Mishaps, Maggie. We just have the roll-in saves left, so I'm going to do these 2 hearts and then all of the little black hearts here. And we got a 1 to get us started today. Let's roll again. Oh my gosh, we got another 6. Guys, I love that we're saving the most, but I need to stretch my money a little bit. It needs to go a little further than this. Let's see what we have here. We at least have 2 5s. Oh, we have a 5 1s. These are so pitiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Take a 10. Put those 2 10s back. Take a 10. Put the 2 5s back and take a 10. There we go. All right, and we're down to 1 10. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so we put in 7 here, so let's go ahead and roll again. And we're moving to number 10, and we are almost done with Ashley's. So let's see. If we get a 4, we got a 3. I'm going to do 4. So let's do 1, 2, and 3. And then we have to roll a d6 for the last one. So 1, 2, and 3. And we got a 2. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're done with the front side of this one. Awesome. Do we have any 5s in here? We do. So we'll take this 5 out and put 10 in. And that is our last 10 going in. We do have a good amount of 1s left though. So let's go ahead and roll again. Number 2. I think we already finished this one. It is. Okay, that's one. Floaties. That is floating funds. My goodness. Number 4. All right, back to Camilla's. Let's go ahead and do 10. Yeah, we might as well. Let's go ahead and do 10 more dollars. So we'll do the 6 and the 4. Oh, I have $20 left in 5s. That was nice. I thought I only had 15. And then we would have $5 left on the, oh, we have $10 left on this one. I totally didn't see that other 5. So $10 left on this one. Number 1, which is Susan. And let's see what we could do here. Let's do 5 and 6. That's 11. Let's go ahead and do the 11 just so that we can get the front side of hers done also. So 3, 4, 8, 11. All right. Awesome. So we finished the front side of hers. So we should have $30 in here. Let me get this organized a bit. 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. I have a 20 sitting up here. Let's go ahead and put that in there just so we can consolidate it a bit. Okay, let's see. Number 9. And this one is by Cat Lady Budgets. We've already finished the front. So let's go ahead and start flipping through here. So this one was by Floating Funds. This one was mine. We have $10 left on budget by Camilla. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That would leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we will consider finishing the front side of hers. Oh, we'll see. Oh, we have quite a bit left on the conversation hearts. Okay, so number 5 definitely. Oh my gosh. Oh no. So Ursula has 5 left. And then poor Odette, we haven't even started on hers. Okay. We only done 4. That's the biggest problem. And then Annie's little savings doesn't have very many either. All right. And then everything else aside from Becky's has been completed. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a tic-tac-toe. I roll my 2-sided die, and then if we get an O, we save 1. If we get an X, we save 2. And if we get a tic-tac-toe of X's or O's, we have to roll a D4 or a D6. So number 2 is an X, and I just go across and kind of like just 3 across, 3 across, 3 across. Number 1 is an O. Number 1 is an O. And then if we get tic-tac-toe before we finish, we will stop there. Number 2 is an X. Oh. Number 1 is an O. Oh. And number 2 is an X. Stopping that in its tracks. And number 2 is an X. Tic-tac-toe. Yay! Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 to get us started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then let's go ahead and roll a, let's see, if O wins, so X is a D4. And we got 2, so 2 more dollars coming into this one. So $13 for the second one. I didn't put the money for this one. let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 for that one. All right, and we have $3 left. Okay, I'm going to put all of this in here. And then let's flip back to Odette really quick. And we will put the last $3 into hers. Yeah. And we have a 3 right here. And we will be putting a good amount of money in hers next week for sure. Hers and Annie's, and then I don't even know how many front pages we have left. Let's flip back here. Okay, we're done with 1, done with 2, done with 3. So we needed $10 for Camilla's. We need 5 more rolls for Ursula's. We need a lot for poor Odette. I don't know how we didn't roll a number 6 this many times. Yeah, I'm going to have to count that off camera. We need at a very minimum $30 essentially to finish Annie's. We've got 5 left for Maggie's, and then however much is left on Becky's. So we're not too far down the line, but definitely not finishing anything in February. Like the whole envelope, I should say, but that's okay. So as always, thanks for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.